So everyone's actions, decisions have consequences. So, or great things that happens, not necessarily consequences to make it sound horrible. But, if I decide, all right, I'm going to go do this, I need to be okay with that because no one else is living your life. You are. So if you're not okay with it, then whose life are you living?
So who's not self-reliant? What kind of person? Do you see a lot of people without self-reliance? And where do you think that comes from?
Some. I think it comes up from, your childhood, stuff like that. There are some, I used to be one of them, that relied on other people's opinion and decisions instead of my own.
Yeah.
So it's 50-50, but you can listen to other people, but ultimately you need to rely on yourself.
So the word of the day is something you get to pick. So you chose that, and maybe in part because you feel like you didn't used to have that.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. We'll definitely get into that more. So welcome to the show where we explore the who, what, when, how, and why of the extraordinary people who define our North of Normal Metro. I'm Conrad Fargo, and this is the Fargo Five. Today we have Melanie Walker, who is the owner-operator of J&M Business Cleaning. Hello, Melanie.
Hello.
So first, I'd like to just get to know you a little bit, let people know who you are. I think a great way to dive into your personality is your music choice, which was probably something country. Was that?
Yeah.
Is that why you neglected? So I guess we can talk a little bit about that. What would you have chosen? Because that's my one rule with the music choice.
Yeah. So I am a 90s country. So Brooks and Dunn, Garth Brooks, Reba, all that. So something upbringing. Or not upbringing, but something upbeat, exciting.
There's something about country, and I don't know what it is. And on before me is this side of country. So that's also part of it. It's like we just had 2 hours of country music, and I can't. It's like an uncanny valley where it's like it gets stuck in my head, but I hate it. And I can feel it digging its way in my head, and I don't. There's just something about it. What is it about country that you like?
I guess I grew up on country, the great 90s, and kind of stuck with it. I have branched out to other genres, and that.
But that's the problem. I grew up on, so we're similar ages. I'm a few years older than you, right? We were discussing before the show. And country music is what was played in the restaurant that I was working at, and I hated and I wanted to leave. And country what was being played in the bus that was driving me to school, and I was bored and just wanted to get out of there. I have a lot of bad feelings with country. Not so much the case for you. It's more attached to happy feeling and the uplifting message, because you're more of a focus on the lyrics kind of a person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the beats, but the lyrics go.
Yeah.
The old school. Do I want to listen to, sorry, Swifties, but do I want to listen to Broken Hearts? No. No.
So modern country doesn't do it for you?
No.
Okay. So it's just like the old school Shania Twain.
Oh, yes.
The Dixie Chicks, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they had, what was their big hit that I listened to?
Goodbye, Earl.
Was it? Yeah.
Probably Goodbye,
Earl. There was
Earl.
quite a few, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, one time there was a country singer in town, and we were at the Applebee's, and they were playing only country. I just left. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do this. So it's that strong for me. So
gotcha.
So I did pull something bluegrass.
Okay.
So it's Iron Horse. You ever heard of them?
I have.
Yeah, they do the covers. So I've got the Metallica cover from Iron Horse for the end. So
very nice.
So that'll maybe scratch the itch a little bit.
Absolutely.
Without being, there's just something. I don't know, because it's hard to explain. It's the simplicity of because it's just the chords that they play. They strum it and then they belt over it and then they strum it again. Do you play instruments at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No, not at all.
And everybody has a different relationship with music, I feel like. And so I'm glad you've got something that's uplifting for you. That's that's good. So let's get to know you just a little bit more by talking about your Fargo favorites.
Okay.
So I want you to imagine it's not a special night. It's not a date night. It's not a birthday or anything. Just you're going to go out. You're going to eat outside of the house tonight. Okay. Where are you eating?
Probably Randy's Diner.
Randy's Diner. Okay. Yeah. And do they play country music there?
Actually, I've never paid attention.
Yeah,
I think
diners seem like the
so.
kind of place that would do that, right?
Yeah.
What is it about Randy's that you like?
It's fast. It's good. and it's right in my backyard, basically.
Yeah.
So it's close. But
so you go to the one on University or the one out in the new one?
The new one, West Fargo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there's 2 Randys now.
Yes.
Yeah. And the new one lives up to the big brother, to the older one. They're both pretty good.
Oh, of course.
I haven't been there in a while, but I like diners.
Yes, you need to.
What do you get?
So I do a daybreaker. So it's basically eggs. I do all bacon, toast, and hash browns.
So you go there for breakfast, or you just get breakfast for supper kind of gal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always breakfast. And if I don't do that, I do their giant cinnamon roll with the white frosting. Wow. It's so good.
No eating healthy for you.
No. Not when I go there.
So, I mean, you're a business owner. I know you from doing a lot of networking, right? You were in my group, you're out of my group, you're in other groups, you're getting around there, you're meeting people. As a networker, I'm sure you got to go out for a beverage here and there.
Yep.
Where is your place du jour? Where do you like to take people?
Oh, it's been a while since I've gone out.
It's been a while.
But, right. I mean, I've gone to Rick's Bar.
Rick's?
Yes, I actually part-time work there. So
my across the street neighbor, Mike. You know Mike? He's like the manager there, I think, isn't he? The general manager at Rick's?
Night manager, yep.
Oh, okay.
Mike.
So he's the night manager.
Yep.
So you don't know him, or you don't.
Spike. His nickname's Spike. Yep.
Oh, okay.
If it's the same, yep. I know Spike very well.
Well, he only introduced me to himself as Mike.
Oh,
because
gotcha.
he lives directly across. I just moved in June.
Oh,
and
nice.
He lives directly across from.
Tall guy?
Kind of-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 5'11".
He'd be taller than you.
People are just like, whatever height they are. I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway, older guy.
Yep.
He's been like the manager there forever.
Yes, I think he said he's been there for like 40 years.
So, but like when people say, let's go and have a beverage, you immediately go, Rick's,
I mean,
of all places.
Because most of the time I'm there, but, or, there's hooligans, or I honestly ask, where do you go?
Yeah.
Because I'm open.
Yeah,
so.
But when I say beverage, you're thinking beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like you.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else has coffee places. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
I mean, it depends on the time of day. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. No, look, there's nothing I like more than a day. Night, and this is what I've always, at night I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
There's nothing like having a beer at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
That's why I wish there was more. There's only like 2 places to get pizza at 9 a.m. Either Pizza Patrol or Casey's.
Yeah, that's fair.
Where else are you going to get pepperoni pineapple from?
Ew, pineapple?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm one of those. Yeah, I know. Oh. Yeah. So when you're not eating at home, or when you're not eating out, you're eating at home.
Yep.
And the food, it had to come from somewhere.
Yep.
Where do you do your grocery shopping?
A lot of Hornbachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? You're loyal to the local, even after they got bought out by Coolborns?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. What is it about? Why not Walmart or why not Costco? Like what?
So I do Walmart, Costco, Sam's, all that. Depends on what it is. I bulk up at Sam's and Costco because it's worth it.
And you do both?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes, I do both because they have different things at each places.
Yeah, it took me a while to bite that bullet.
Yep. And then depending on what time you go, you need to make sure you plan your day. So, and then I will do some Walmart pickups if, lately I've been doing Walmarts because I'm just so busy that the idea of going into a grocery store right now is no.
Yeah, but you're still loyal to like the old grocery. I'd spend years.
Yeah.
I just don't do it anymore. When you're not so busy, when you've got a day off.
Okay.
When it's not, this isn't pour your cup out. This is fill your cup up. This is to recharge. Some people like to play. Some people like to rest. I mean, whatever it is that fills your cup. What is it you like to do when you've got the time just for you?
So just for me, if I get the opportunity, I want to go fishing.
Oh.
So became kind of that outdoorsy person. Yeah. And just, I'm an Aquarius, so water speaks to me.
Okay. That, you think it's got to do with the moon and the sun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you and I could not be more different. I think that's why I like you. I appreciate that there can be people so different from me with the country music,
right?
And the fishing. What is the appeal?
So it's
because you just sit and wait. It's waiting.
Yes, but
I don't want to wait.
But it's more than that.
You enjoy being in traffic because you're waiting there too. Like you're just sitting there and waiting.
But it's different. So when you're sitting on a boat, whether the fish are biting or not, it's your phone's off unless it's playing your country music, and your signal is not there. So it's a time to just get your mind blank and connect with nature.
Yeah.
So it's, if it's a great day, you have the breeze off the water. If you're like me and pale, you'll get sunburnt, come back looking like a lobster. It's that freshness and being outdoors.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a recharge. If I'm so stressed, like end of this month, I'm going fishing.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
I've only gone twice this year, this summer actually, and once ice fishing. And I'm like, nah, I need to get out.
Yeah. Like
on
the water.
On the water.
Like,
on the water.
There is something, so like I have to admit, like just being in front of a large body of water, there's something with the monkey brain.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, okay, you can just disconnect, and it is therapy. But I can't force myself to take the time. When's the last time you've been out? Yeah.
Let's see. I haven't had a day off in over a month, so let's say over a month.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe early July, June.
Do you have like a place you go, or how do you?
Yeah, so I'll go to DL. We've got friends out there that Big
nice.
Cormont and stuff. So I'm always invited.
Yeah.
Longtime family friends. So there, or I'll go anywhere.
Yeah.
There's public accesses and stuff like that.
Do you have a boat?
Yes.
Okay, so you like own a boat. You're like a boat owning type of person.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah. Do I know much about it? No. But I know how to hook it up, get it there, and let's go.
Make sure it don't sink.
Correct.
That's the key part. As long as you can keep it, on the top side of the water.
Yep.
Okay. Well, now the last, fifth, and final question, which I think naturally would be you, but if you have a favorite business you'd like to mention, probably your own, unless you want to give a shout out before we dive into yours. No pressure.
Ooh.
No pressure.
Ooh. Besides my own,
It's hard to pick just one. There's so many small businesses in town here, as I discovered.
So I got to do a shout out to my friends, Carl and Miranda at CPR in the mall. They used to be Phone and Fix.
Yeah.
And now they're the cell phone repair.
They changed their name.
They got bigger. Yep.
Phone and Fix is a good name.
Oh, yeah.
I like that name.
Yep.
They're not Phone and Fix anymore.
They're not Phone and Fix.
Why?
They merged into...
Merged?
Yep.
Private equity?
I have no idea. Miranda said some words, and, she's smarter than me, so that just went over my head. So
yeah, I should reach out to Miranda. I haven't talked to her in a hot minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then now why don't we talk about your business?
Okay.
So tell me all about J&M Business Cleaning.
So I started that when I was a paralegal. I think it's been 3 years, something like that.
Oh, that's it?
Oh, yeah. Still new.
How long have I known you? Only 3 years?
Probably about 3 years,
I feel like I've known you forever. Mm-hmm. It's the connection, right?
Yeah.
The opposite thing. You're the yang to my yin.
I like it.
With the country music and everything.
And you...
I didn't even know. I had no idea we had this between us.
Yeah. Nope. 3 years ago, I was a paralegal. I've been a paralegal for 9 years, and... my bosses had a cleaner and the prices were going up, which they, at the time they weren't comfortable. And I was like, well, I could probably clean the office. It's not much. And I can organize your desk, find things that are hidden that I've been looking for.
Well, and so I'd like to segue into, we opened up with the who, and now I really want to take a real slow picture of what your day, a lot of people say to themselves, I want to own a business. I want to be self-employed. I want to do this. I want to do that. And a lot of people, like a big business, I know what I'll do. I'll start a cleaning business. So at your stage where you're at, I just kind of want to get your typical day, if you have one. Or, if you can tell me, what your day-to-day, like real slower than you even think. Give me like every detail of
what I do.
Of your typical, like what is it like to live if I want to walk a mile in your shoes?
Oh, boy. With the business, it's not easy. So,
you wake up.
I wake up.
What time?
Depends on the day. So I also do part-time work at other places so my people can have their hours.
You've been doing this 3 years, though, right?
Yep.
And your people, you have employees?
I do have employees.
Last we spoke, I don't know that you had.
Yeah.
Did you always have a staff?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Yep. I've got people and,
But yet also in addition to that, you're working part-time.
Correct.
As a paralegal.
Nope. So I officially retired in January of 2025. So the business has been full-time, and then I've picked up odd jobs. So like I said, I work at Rick's Bar, just kind of filling in time, this and that.
So tell me your hours of operation. When are you not working? Like
There's never a time.
Yeah, that's
I'm not.
Healthy.
If someone's calling me at 10 o'clock, I'm more likely in bed. Like, do not call me.
Yeah.
But I typically get up between that 6 and 7:30 mark because the dogs wake me up, I got to let them out. So, it's seeing what I've got for the day. There's...
Like on your phone, or are you, most millennials, do you use the medium screen more often? Or are you a phone person?
I'm a phone person.
Like all on the phone? I don't know how you do it.
No, I do. I've got my computer, but most of it's on the phone. Yeah. And I'm kind of old school. I write everything down. So I have a personal calendar.
Pen and paper book.
Yep.
And so you sit down and you're like, okay, where do I got to go?
Correct.
Or you've got a staff. So are you mostly dispatching in the morning or both?
Yeah, so kind of both. I set the schedule for the week on Sunday, or like I was late this time, so Monday morning I got the schedule. And then
how do you send that out? Are you just texting everybody?
Picture. Yep.
You take a picture of like what you wrote down with
Excel.
your pen and paper? The Excel sheet?
Yep. I upgraded. Okay. So I have an Excel spreadsheet with the date for the week. I assign which locations they're going, and I say, have at it.
And what size are you at? Do you know like the total number of... your business is of special interest to me because you may recall I ran a cleaning company for 10 years in earnest. It's still going. My wife still has a couple accounts to get some calories burned, and we've got Kevin who helps us on the weekends, but we really pared it down. When we were at our top, I think we were doing like 180 hours a week. So we weren't huge. Do you have a sense of how many hours a week you're running, or how many different locations?
So I've got 5 locations right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's just the business aspect. I have dabbled in house cleans during the day, or one-offs, move-out cleans, stuff like that. Yeah,
you're focused on commercial.
Correct.
And it's businesses.
Yes.
So that's why I'm surprised you say you wake up early, because are you doing... What I found when I ran the cleaning company is it's really challenging to get commercial work during the day. They all want you coming in after
that 5 o'clock mark.
Yeah. So everybody, including you, is... So what are you up so early for? To go to Rick's?
Some days, yes. But I've got, during that time of, growing, I'm working on a website right now, doing packages, going to be doing door to door to grab more people, or at least hopefully grab more clients. Running supplies, picking up laundry, going to clean that, this and that, doing personal stuff during the time.
You're spending your whole morning like prepping everything.
Yes.
Yeah. And then work actually starts at 5? I mean, you must have some daytime clients. You just got the 5.
So I have the 5 at night, and then I have a bunch of clients that are repeat for house cleans that I do, that I know and stuff.
Yeah, that you do personally.
Yes.
Yeah, because you don't want to do outside hires. And that's always the issue is... As much as you love your employees, I don't want to send the only person I ever sent into houses was my wife.
Yep, because you at least know.
Because if they say to me, "Hey, your wife stole my necklace,"
correct.
Right, buddy.
Yeah. Well, and for me, yes, we'll do the move out cleans because no one's there.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I'm cool with that.
Yep.
We're moving cleans before anything's there. Excellent. I'll do it for people that I know, but there's also other great home cleaners out there. So I'm like, nah, I'd rather specialize in the commercial aspect.
Yeah.
So scheduling that, and then my personal life. What personal life? I don't have time for a personal life. But doing that, and then if I'm scheduled at the bar or, other things that I've put off, then I go do that. You'd never know I'd own a cleaning company by looking at my place.
Well, why? Well, it's the old. I don't know how the saying goes. Something like the shoemaker wears the worst shoes in the village.
Correct.
Because you're so busy doing everybody else's everything, right?
Yep.
But why take on the part-time job?
It's extra income for me, and it gives me. I guess because I also don't know how to say no to things. Yeah. So it's more income for me on that end.
And you're being a server or a bartender?
I'm office, and then we come down. So it's paperwork.
Yeah.
So I come down after, when we get to that lunch rush, and we get to help the bartender. So I get to serve again. I used to be a server back in the day. So I get to dabble in that, get that, people touch. Yeah. Because I don't really interact with a whole lot of people lately.
And tip jobs are just great.
Yeah.
They're hard.
Tips are great.
I did pizza delivery even my first 2 years of real estate. I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. It's just something about it.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because a lot of people are like, why did you pick up another job? I'm like, honestly, the idea of going back into serving and, something different that I'm not in charge of is great.
Well, I think a lot of people don't understand. And I think that's also part of the show, is to just kind of bring home for the listener, like, it's a lot of work being in charge.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's, a lot of people think, oh, well, I want your paycheck.
Yeah.
What paycheck?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a paycheck, but
you hope.
the number one people that get paid are my people that work for me. They're doing the work, so they get paid. The taxes got to get paid. Yeah. The supplies have to get paid. Whatever's left, great. Or you have to have it there for the next payroll, depending on the timing.
Yeah.
Or if something comes up.
I always tell people, because people come to me like, oh, I want to start a business, and I'm like, I want to make sure I do this. I want to make sure. And I'm like, if you want a sure thing, go get a job.
Right. Exactly. It's a gamble.
Business ownership it's gambling. It's gambling with better odds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more healthy than walking into a casino, but you are rolling those dice.
Oh yeah.
And hoping. So
and you got to want it. I mean, it's not easy work. If you're, if you just like to coast, owning a business isn't for you. You need to put that hard work in.
People do. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna own this business. I'm gonna get it set up. I'm gonna hire a manager. I'm gonna run the numbers, and then it's gonna run itself. It's gonna be free, easy, passive income."
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Let me know when that happens.
It's not gonna happen.
No. No.
And so, why on earth would you take something like this on? Where did it begin?
So, it began. Like I said, when I was in the law field, and then I took it over, they were fine with paying me to do it. And then Miranda actually was just like, dude, that's a business opportunity. And I was like, well, is there a need? She's like, there's always need for cleaners, and the world's dirty.
Yeah.
And there's dust everywhere. There's grime, everything. And so it's like, cleaning is easy and it's satisfying.
So you were doing paralegal.
Yep.
What's that? And I think I remember like the old commercials, like get your paralegal degree, but like I don't even know what that means.
So basically it's an assistant to an attorney. So the attorney can give legal advice, go to court, all that, but they have support system. So the drafting, the client calls, we basically help make the attorney look good. The attorney's going to know how to make themselves look good with their presentation in front of the judge or client, but it's the supporting documents and stuff like that.
It's like being a lawyer without any of the...
Correct.
You need a degree for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And so you have to go to law school in order to do that.
Okay.
I prefer to be a paralegal because then it's like, I can do all this, but I don't have to...
And so you stopped short of the JD on purpose.
Oh, yes.
Are most paralegals... Yeah. Did you go in wanting to be a paralegal?
Yeah.
Why?
Yep.
Like, where did that idea come?
So I was mentored by Dave Bosard and Sue, his assistant. Like, I've known them.
Is that an attorney? I don't know.
Yes, Dave Bosard's a personal injury attorney in town. He's known my family. I've known Sue, and then I met Kathy. They were all assistants and stuff, and they said, well, I wanted to be a cop at one point, and they're like, no, you should go and be a paralegal if you like the law and stuff.
What point was this? This is before you went into school, or?
It was right after I graduated high school.
Yeah.
Senior year, I want to be a police officer.
And you were right here in Fargo, North Dakota. You were?
Nope. I was at Ada Borough.
Okay, that's a small town.
Yep.
Right. Where is Ada? I just know that it's small and near of here.
About an hour.
That's in North Dakota yet still?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Ada is in Minnesota. So it's...
Is it near the border? I don't know where anything is.
I think it's Norman County.
I don't know where I am.
It's been a while.
Okay. So you're like in a small, like what's the size of that town? Yeah.
I don't
Tiny.
know. Tiny.
Like it's all it has is a gas station and some houses, right?
I mean, it's more than that, but same concept. Yeah.
Yeah. Real rural.
Yeah.
And so your mom and dad are friends with an attorney who comes and hangs out, and the attorney is like, or how did that go?
So the attorney actually knew my grandma. And so then when I started working at Mom's Kitchen, when I was a server, kind of connected.
Mom's Kitchen down here in Fargo.
Yep.
But you were still living in Ada.
Yep. So I drove.
What's the drive?
45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, mom and dad, I mean... I try to understand the hinge point on your story, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so mom and dad sound like a big hinge point, that your family is connected and knows everybody.
Yep.
Why do they know everybody and then live up in nowhere? You don't know the familial story there?
So my parents got divorced, actually. Okay. My mom remarried, so it was my technically step-grandma is how the connection with the attorney happened.
Yeah.
And connected the dots, and kind of took me under his wing.
They wanted to help out,
yep.
despite no blood relation or anything like that. They just said, we're going to take you under our wing.
Yep.
We're going to mentor you. Go be a paralegal.
Yeah. I came and worked with him, got to see the basics, did some filing and stuff, got my foot in the door. And I was like, yeah, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
So then went to school at MSUM when they still had the paralegal program, and graduated 15, and I guess you could say retired at paralegal in 25.
Well, and so when you're doing the paralegal work, they ask you to stay after and clean the place up?
When my bosses decided that, yeah, you can clean. Yes, it was as soon as I was done at 5 o'clock, whatever days we set for me to clean, then I would stay late.
They offered that to you. They said, rather than hiring a cleaner, probably for confidentiality reasons, they don't want somebody poking around.
Yeah. Well, and we had a cleaner, and they didn't do the desk, but I offered that of, well, since I work for you, I can touch your desk, and you don't have to worry about the confidentiality. And so they're like, okay, great. And so it was nice for them because they're busy. They're not going to sit there and try to have, 20 minutes to try and organize their desk. They've got other things.
So it was your big idea to clean the place.
Yep.
And then they said, why don't you go ahead and do the whole place?
Yeah.
And then Miranda is a part of the story because she says, you should do is be cleaning for other people.
Correct.
So how do you know Miranda?
So I met Miranda through a former friend that I went to college with, and just kind of blossomed from there, and it grew. Yeah. And then we became close, and she was like, dude, this is business. And she knows business. So I was like, okay.
She's a big mover and shaker in town.
Oh, yeah. And she put me to the test. Like, it wasn't this, I want to start a cleaning company. No, give me a business plan. All right, now what about this, this, and this?
She demanded that of you.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yep. Just your friend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But she wanted me to succeed. So it was like, all right, cool. And then once I had it, a year later it was born, and came up with the J&M.
And so what is the very first steps when you like stepping out? So I understand you've got the one client who you work for. That's easy.
Yep.
But like once you hang out the shingle and you say, okay, I'm going to go find people. What was that day one like?
Oh gosh, it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Because yes, I deal with clients in the law firm, but it was going unannounced.
Yeah.
And just throwing out there like, hey, I'm new. I got a cleaning company. Do you have services?
And so what did you do?
Yeah.
You just hit the pavement and go door to door?
You say little bit,
you still do that today?
Yep,
like,
I'm trying. Yep.
I don't know that people can really picture that realistically. Like, tell me, like, you're literally just walking out the door and walking in and
target, if you know what places you want to try and clean, like if you want a law firm setting, if you want, gas station, restaurants, this and that, you have stuff prepared, and you walk in and see, as manager around or someone in charge, like, I would like to drop this off if you've got time, and it's hard because it's 50-50 ever since after COVID. People don't really want you unless you have an appointment to come in. So you just got to kind of research your potential.
Yeah. Well, and so I guess I'm asking, is it all law firms that you're cleaning for now?
No.
Yeah.
I don't have a law firm at all right now.
Yeah. So who was the first ones that you were knocking on the door of? Just anybody, or how were you targeting?
So my big client that I have, I actually got it because their cleaner retired and we shared an accountant. And so he knew, so I went, did my spiel, was like, yep, I can do this, and they gave it to me. They're my longest client of 3 years, basically, since I started.
Yeah.
And they know that if there's any issue or whatever, they text or call, be like, hey, here's this. Okay, sounds great. And then I'll bombard them of like, hey, how's it going? Is there anything more we can do for you? Like, I like to do special projects that's not on our normal day-to-day, but, if...
You solicit those. You say to those when you want, you're still doing the door to door. So you're just, you're going to Google and typing in office building, or you're visually like, how do you know who to target? How are you knocking on the door, and like, what are you just saying? Can I talk to the owner? Like, what's it like?
Basically,
paint me the picture of you walking in. Like, what is it?
So I go in. So if I know I'm going to say, if I'm going to come into, let's just say a gas station.
A gas station?
No, let's not use gas station. That's kind of a bad. let's say I'm going to go to a law firm.
Yeah.
I will do some research on that law firm.
You do. So you're not walking in cold.
Nope. I like to see, okay, what kind of areas they are, just kind of see who's head honcho and who's their assistant, because a lot of times you're not going to talk to the head honcho. You need to talk to their, like you do your due diligence, and I go in and be like, hey.
Never did anything like that.
Oh, yeah. Or the nice part is like for me, I'm in the shopping around for different services, so I'll go in there and be a customer, but I'll also look around. Is it clean? Is it not? If it most of the time.
So like every
50-50.
time you're out shopping, you're thinking,
oh yeah,
I could clean this place.
Oh yeah.
What's the largest place that you've ever had a contract?
It was a construction clean. It was a 6-bed, 6-bath house. It was monstrous out down in DL.
Okay. Well, how did you land that? You didn't just walk into it, or did you?
So a friend of mine owns an electrical company, Husky Electric. He got me in contact with the contractor because they were looking for a cleaner. And bid it. They liked it. And we blossomed into a relationship. And so when they're busy, they call and we bid it.
Sounds like your personal relationships make a big pivot point for you. Like it is the case that it matters who you know.
Correct.
Who you're in contact with, who you like, and who likes you.
Yeah.
How do you meet so many people? It's the networking, or just you're so bubbly and social?
Yeah, social media, networking, going to events, and just being, open and not afraid to have conversations. Like even working at the bar, I've landed a couple people that want house cleans and stuff because they find out I'm a cleaner. It's like, they see the hard work and it's satisfaction guaranteed. Like if you're not happy, then
what other kind
we're
of
fixing
networking are you up to?
Right now, we've got the spam.
I didn't put my phone on silent. I don't know. There we go. Hold on. I'm gonna put my phone on silent like a real professional. There you go.
You're good.
I'm sorry. There you go.
You're good.
Goodness gracious. This is live radio. It's live radio, and sometimes I forget to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So there.
It's all right.
There we go. What were we saying? We were asking how it is that you know. So I mean, it's almost relevant to bring up that we're in the middle of a loneliness epidemic. Mm-hmm. I mean, people don't know people, and people don't have connections. They see maybe someone like you on social media and see that you know a lot of people. They hear your story, and gosh, wouldn't it be nice to know all these people? But like, what? They don't just fall in your lap.
No.
It's work.
If you see our Facebook groups that like you're well aware of, the people post needing certain things, and I'll tag the people I know to give business, and it's returned. If it's greatly returned. I don't expect it, but if someone's like, hey, I need an electrical company, Husky Electric, I need a carpet cleaner, your friend Kenny's steam cleaning, and it's like if I know the people and I know they're great at what they do, it's word of mouth, this and that. And if it's like, oh, I know you. Oh, you own a cleaning company. Hey, what would you charge for this? Be like, all right, what you got?
So being active on social media, definitely helpful. Are you you used to come to my networking group? I know there's a whole bunch of others. Are you going to?
Currently, no.
Okay.
Yeah, with my hectic schedule.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to.
So that's not a big part of because you've already got such a deep bench as far as knowing people, or what?
Yeah. I'm doing. So I actually have an event tomorrow. That I'm going to be doing a bunch of donation stuff. It's the DGF Rebels fishing. It's the corn and fishing feed out at the Buffalo Racetrack.
Well, and how do you get connected with that? Where does the instinct to just do those things?
So it's kind of like connection. I met Micah that's in charge. He's with Archer Realty, and we connected. He also is helping me deal with my dad's house. So it's that. It's a great group where they're teaching young kids to fish, this and that. Well, outdoorsy. Yeah. So it's a way to give back, and they were looking for donation stuff. So
do you do a lot of nonprofit activities?
I'm getting into it. Yeah. Because it's a great way to give back to the community, and it's a great cause. I'm excited to go out. I've got stuff to pick up and go set it up and see what blossoms.
And you do that just because you're a good person, or you do that so you can meet people, or both?
Kind of both. I mean, the main goal is to support the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with supporting kids that want to be outside. Like,
but is it an intentional way to meet people? I guess what I'm trying to get at is, what is it? Because there's a lot of people who don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And they feel disconnected, and they go, oh, yeah, wouldn't it be nice if I knew so many people, but nobody knows who I am? And
you got to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Like, I might be born and raised in Fargo, but I was up in Ada. Like, people might not know who I am, but you have to get out there.
Yeah.
You know,
and it takes time, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you got to give.
It's not
first, you got to give
overnight.
first, and you can't just show up with your hand out.
Yes.
Saying, here's who I am, and this is what I want. Gimme, 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 gimme. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to take the time to get to know people.
Absolutely.
Put them in your bench.
Yeah. You know, and for me, for like this event, if I get something out of it, great. But honestly, it's about the kids for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's a 2 birds, 1 stone, basically, of I'm helping donate for a good cause, getting the word out, trying to get more people to donate, find out about them, grow it. And in turn, if I get customers off of it, cool. But my focus is those kids, because it's great. It gets kids off their tablets or their phone. It gets them outside, you know, that connecting with the air.
Yeah. It's almost, there's something to that when you're into the, so you're into horoscopes and stuff like that. So like putting
a little bit,
you put it out into the universe and it gives back, maybe more effective than being deliberate, cold, calculating, like a machine, soulless monster.
Yeah,
like
no, I couldn't do that. I got too many emotions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I'd like to also touch on, it's already 45 past. I told you.
Oh, wow.
I told you it goes quick.
You weren't lying.
We've got, maybe 10 minutes more.
Okay.
So I've got the picture here of family is helping you and friends are helping you to get the paralegal job. You pivot that with Miranda. You hang out the shingle. You're going door to door. You're saying, "Hey, I can help."
Yep.
Like, and you're doing the homework first.
Yep.
Which I think is really cool. You're like Googling and researching them. And so you're walking in knowing stuff about the business. You're saying, hey, I saw on Facebook, by the way, do you need a cleaner?
Correct.
Like it's as simple as, like, do you make the pitch in the first? Because again, about that not being deliberate, it's a needle to thread.
Yeah.
You got to make the ask.
Yep. So I start with being a client first, and if it gets brought up, what I do, then there's my lead in.
So you walk in.
Yep.
And before you ask them, can I have a job, you give them a job.
Basically.
You give them work.
Yeah.
So you first walk in there and say, can I give you some money? But and so like you're working with them before you solicit them at all?
Correct. Yeah.
So you're not. I think that is pretty.
Yeah.
And that's all, like, on purpose.
Yeah.
Like not to be the first one to make the ask.
Yeah.
What is the kinds of companies that you're walking? You can't give everybody your business.
So different things. Like, I do automotive shops, and all right, well, I got a vehicle. Do I need work done? I go to them.
And then so like you get your oil changed.
Yep.
And then like after you pay for the oil change, you're like, oh, by the way.
Yeah. I'll look, because there are some places I've gone where the cleaning's great, whether they have a company or the employees do
it.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, cool. I'll just leave hey, if you're interested, here's my card type of thing. If it's a place that really needs cleaning, then I'll be like, hey, any chance someone's here? I have a question. And then I just start the conversation of, do you guys have a cleaner?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you started doing that just 3 years ago. And then when did you start getting staff? And like, what was that? Who's the first person to work for you? What was that?
The first person was my former brother-in-law. Hard worker. Their grandma raised them. So it was, grandma's cleaning is grandma's cleaning. So he wanted extra money, and I was like, all right, cool. You can work with me. So he started with me, then he moved out of state.
But you had more work than you knew what to do with? Or you were just handing it over?
Nope.
I always say how there's kind of that spectrum. Cleaning really is. So it's surprising to hear you're spending so much time and energy soliciting, because generally the hard part is finding workers.
Correct.
Right? Like it's finding good help. I mean, you've got outside hires now. How many do you have?
Yeah. I've got 3.
Yeah, you've got
and I know
3.
all of them.
Yeah.
In some way or form. Either they're friends or they're significant others of friends that I know. Because, trying to find good workers is hard.
Yeah.
That wants to work.
It's next to impossible. And then you put them in there, and like you said, then they move on.
Yep.
They move on to the next thing. But what was that like? So are they always working with you, the other 3, or now you have them kind of out on their own?
They're on their own. I'll train them. They'll know what I expect. I have lists. They know my standard for this, because if it's below my standard and I hear about it, well, you either do the job or, find something else if that, if this isn't working. So it's like tonight, I'm going to clean with one of my newer. Oh, so I actually have 4. So with one of my newer employees, I'll be working alongside them, and, because no one else can, if I always do, give me your availability. Everyone has family. Everyone has the right to have time off, and they deserve it. So if someone's like, hey, I want this day off. Okay. If I can't cover it, I work.
And so you're just filling up the schedule for your friends.
Yeah, basically.
Keeping everybody working.
Yep.
And making the ends meet, working out at Rick's.
Yep.
I mean, I definitely the hinge on you is that it all comes down to relationships for you.
Yeah.
That it's just about knowing the people, putting them in the right space, and just building more of a community. I don't know if I've ever seen. So we've had a few other cleaning companies on before, and they usually have a lot more churn and burn. Like, how long are your current employees? How long have they been working for you?
So my longest one has probably been 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you've only been doing it for 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I found her pretty quickly, and she came over and she's been solid.
Yeah.
And then it was... My others are like, hey, I need some extra money. Well, I got hours.
Yeah.
I'm getting more stuff. And they're like, excellent.
Yeah.
And then it's...
you make them all... So, I mean, do you make them all provide their own supplies? Or
No.
you're buying everything?
I provide everything.
You giving them a car? Or
Nope,
how are they...
I don't have that kind of money.
Well, no. I'm trying to imagine the scale of it. And
No, I provide everything because all my locations have like a supplies closet. So I go around, stock it, like... Here's the supplies that I'll provide. If you have something different that you want to use, let me know.
Yeah.
I'll get it,
So I'm also confused, though, because the hard part of kind of running the cleaning business is the workers. So I was running my cleaning business while delivering pizzas, but I don't want to clean. I can't clean. I won't clean. You will. Like, why not just have more cleaning work for yourself? Like, why not just take on extra move-outs? Or are you doing that?
Oh, I am. We're ramping up.
So do you sometimes just take the day off from Rick's? Do you have that kind of flexibility?
Yep, a little bit, you know, and they know I've got the business.
Yeah.
So they've been really good. And I gave them the heads up, like, I'm starting to get busy with move out clean, stuff like that. Because if someone calls us like, hey, I have limited time, I don't want to turn them down because I'm somewhere else, because my sole focus is my business.
Yeah.
So, no, most move outs and house cleans, I am with someone.
Yeah.
If someone's like, hey, I want some extra hours, okay, I've got this. If you can join us, and that's a lot of during the day, then they'll join. Or there's some where no one was available. I do it myself. My car is stock full of cleaning supplies right now.
And where do you get all your cleaning supplies from?
I do Sam's.
Yeah.
There's some Amazon.
Yeah.
But mainly Sam's. Menards a great one.
Yeah, we were all Menards. Towards the end, we moved to Brentco. Have you walked
I've
into
done
Brentco?
A couple.
They're great. They're great to walk in. They've got good supplies.
Yep.
What vacuums? How many vacuums do you go through?
Oh, my gosh.
Like the vacuum. Who are you using for the vacuums?
Vacuums are my... right now, it's the good old big vacuums.
Yeah.
I get them from Walmart.
Yeah.
It's, I think it's Bristle.
You should walk into Brentco and look at their tornadoes. They're really affordable, and they actually last.
That's what I need, because there was a stretch when I changed from bags to bagless. I think they would blow up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I bought warranty, so I was able to go in, and they're just like, you go through vacuums. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is on the next.
Like, it's a lot of just, Are you doing common areas as well? Or
Yeah.
And that's where you're just pushing the vacuum.
Yep, but I also do the detail. So shops, they've got big chunks, so you need a reliable vacuum. So that is my next to-do of upgrading that. So people are not like, hey, the vacuum broke. Yes. Okay, I'm on my way for the spare. And then taking it and fixing it.
Yeah. So what's the next, what's the future like for J&M? When are you going to quit Rick's?
Hopefully, I mean.
I won't tell Mike. I won't.
Right. My goal is by, I would like to say fall, but we're starting to get there. But by the end of the year, completely quitting Rick's and anything else on the side and fully having that business.
Yeah.
So more clients getting out there. We've got this event tomorrow. I'm hoping will stem some stuff, but at least in connection. Yeah. Meeting people out there. There's going to be other local vendors and stuff like that, and just seeing what's all out there.
Well, I am, because I'm surprised that you're 3 years in, you've got 4 employees, and and you're still doing the part-time job. Yeah. But I think that, again, the hinge on your story and to kind of sum up on your why, it's all about relationships for you. And so who was it who asked you to go work at Rick's? And you just couldn't say no.
Well, it was a Facebook post. I saw it. They were hiring, and I was just like, because I like adding to my plate, it seems, all the time, because I'm just basically an energizing bunny at this point.
Yeah.
And I saw it. And so what made me actually do it is, so Rick owns Rick Specs and Woody's. Well, my dad had passed coming up over a year now. His office that he would tell the wives, we're going to the office, was he would go to Specs and have drinks.
Yeah.
So there was a connection, and I didn't realize that Rick owned Specs. So it was kind of a dad connection.
Okay.
So there we are. Have I really gone to Specs? No, because I'm always at Rick's.
Yeah.
But
and so it's almost for, like you said, you got a ton of emotions, and it's for all of these emotional reasons.
Yeah.
And that. How does that tie back in with the self-reliance?
So I look at, what is keeping me going?
Yeah.
Do I've got my ducks in a row of, are the bills paid, this and that? Okay, well, if I need to make a little extra money, am I going to take away from the people that work for me, or go find either more work or stuff that I can sustain, during the day and stuff? And they have a livelihood too. It's not their main job. They're working multiple jobs. So it's like, I'm not going to take away from them. I'm going to find more for both of us and work extra. Because the goal is to get a house. I got to get a house, Conrad. I'm tired of apartment living.
Yeah. Well, I might know a few people who can
I think
help
so.
with that. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's the show. We are at the time. It's 55 after.
Wow.
If people, I told you it goes quick. If people wanted to get a hold of you, they want to maybe work for you.
Yeah.
Or give you some work.
Yeah.
How should they go about finding you? What's the best?
They can search Facebook, J&M Business Cleaning. You'll see the logo. I'm wearing it. The website's in Jobber. It's work in progress, so no judgment, please. Or you can find my Facebook, Melanie Walker. Shoot me a message, either or.
And of course, I'm Conrad Fargo. You can find me anywhere you type in Conrad and Fargo. If you put just those 2 words right together, I'm going to show up. All I ask is that you like, share, rate, subscribe, do all the things, all the social media things that give me validation. Let me know that somebody out there cares. We are going to listen to some bluegrass. So you do know Iron Horse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you would you call them country
approve.
Or you
No.
would? Okay. Yeah. Because that's not. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. 90s country is almost like a nostalgia kind of a thing, though. That's not. I'm like, but bluegrass. Because it does all, it goes,
yes.
It's
a nice twist.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to listen to some Metallica, but actually bluegrass, and we'll see everybody next week. Melanie, thank you so much for coming. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. Goodbye. This will start. Good. Where is it? There it is. Goodbye.